ऐसा प्यार दिलों में लग जाऊं मैं मन ऐसा प्यार दो जब लग जाऊं मैं अब तुम्हें ही खाऊं तो ऐसा मर्दान मालिक ऐसा मर्दान मालिक सुमिरन तेरा गाऊं ऐसा प्यार बहारो प्रभु जी चरणों से लग जाऊं मैं ऐसा प्यार बहारो प्रभु जी. And relax. Well done. Thing is, listening to bhajan and also clapping itself, you're doing acupressure. From exercising the every part of the body just by clapping. Today I'm going to focus more on a lot of exercise Swami taught us, pranayam or some of the exercise, light exercise. We're doing it daily, but we don't know how it's working. Today we'll focus on the vagus nerve. So whichever things we're doing, how helps to activate your vagus nerve, which is able to activate your parasympathetic nerve system. Even chanting Om, if you split that into 3 sections, when you're doing you have to open your mouth along the back of the throat to stretch. That itself activates your vagus nerve. And then you create your mouth, spear, front of your teeth, make it round. And then that's also humming sound itself activates the vagus nerve. Also produce nitric oxide in your nasal passage. So it's a double benefit. So you can see the benefit of Om. Also the wake ups all the chakras from your solar plex, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and the crown chakra to get the maximum benefit of pranayama. It's like a baby. A baby is sleeping. If you feed the milk, once it wakes up, it will vomit the milk. So really, to get the maximum benefit, you have to wake up all the chakras to absorb all the energy, all the prana, universal energy, to promote overall health. Let's sit in the Gyan Mudra, back straight, and take a deep breath and make a chant make a sound of for 3 times. Both hands up in there. Recently, I said to you, your lung itself, both sides, right side had 3 sections, left side had 2 sections with the heart in the middle. Lung itself hasn't got any strength, any kind of strength. It's like a soft tissue. It's like a balloon. It can blow bigger and smaller. For that to blow bigger, it needs a bigger space. So when you breathe in, to make a space, your diaphragm, the bottom need to go down. And for that to happen, your rib cage needs to stretch. More you can stretch, more the diaphragm can go down to give a lung the space to expand. And when the diaphragm goes down, for that to happen, your stomach needs to come in. You breathe in, you breathe out, stomach goes in, pushes the diaphragm up, compresses the lung, and release all the gases. That's the whole process of Bhastrika Pranayama. So for that, your muscle and the rib cage is like a lot of rib cage bones connected with muscle, but sometimes we don't use those muscles. So they kind of stay dormant. So we have to learn to stretch them. So let's do some exercise first to stretch those and correct your posture. Put your left hand over your right knee and try to stretch as far as you can. Take it far. And then when you can't go any further, put your chin down to the, you can feel the twist around all your back on the right side of your shoulder, rib cage. Hold there for 5 to 10 seconds. Next, take your left hand there. Now stretch as much as you can gently. Don't be careful not to overdo it. Stretch. Then when you can't go any further, put your chin down. And relax. Excellent. Then you do the both together. You both hands in there, tight like that, keeping your posture as straight as possible. And you stretch them both. Let me just put on my focus, sorry. Go as far as you can. When you can't go any further, you go down your chin down. Hold there for 10 seconds. And last. You give me a second. I need to lower my camera slightly down. You can't see me properly. That's better. It's on the tripod, so I can lower it down. So that's how we managed to stretch the rib cage muscle from the back, so you got more chance of diaphragm going down. Next, your posture is very important. You have to correct your posture to make sure you're sitting like this. That itself opens up your chest so lung can expand further. Let's put your hand there. As you go up, you breathe in. And relax. Next, with your both hand, left hand or right hand like that, and you're trying to press the left hand to push to the right hand to push to the left, in the middle of the chest. Try to put pressure on it. If you do hard enough, that itself strengthens your shoulder. And relax. Next, keeping the pressure on, you breathe up and down. And relax. And just to remind you, some people have been complaining that if you have to ask any question, keep it to the end of the class, might be better. Otherwise, people get disturbed. And also, I sometimes lose the plot as well. Once you've done that, next put your both hand there. Like Caesar accent, breathing in and out. Remember, when you open up, you breathe in. When you go in, you breathe out. And relax. Excellent. Put your both hands there now, touching in front. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And do the reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And relax. Next, behind the hand, you do this or the front either way. But you go up, you breathe in. When you go back, you breathe in. Sorry. When you go back, you breathe. When you touch your finger, you breathe in. But when you're doing the front, when you do this, you breathe in. Opposite. Whenever lung expanding, you breathe in. When you contract, you breathe out. So when you're doing the front, you go. But in the back is opposite. And relax. Next, make a tight fist, both hands there. And reverse. And then both hands behind your back. Or you can do this one first. And do the reverse. And then both hands behind the back, shoulder up. And nice. Next, we just do with clapping. Put your hand together like that. Last time. relax. Excellent. Next, we're going to do expand the lung capacity, bottom and the top separately, using the mudra. Using the Gyan mudra, upside down, that sends the prana, the universal energy, to the bottom section of your lung to expand gently. Close your eyes and Kiji mudra, and obviously focusing on your bottom section of your lung. You do Bhastrika for 30 seconds. Next, still keeping the chin mudra with the Kapal Bharati for 1 minute. Just remember to do it 1 per second, 60 with gentle pressure. It won't harm you. And if you had a surgery, 3 to 6 months, or if you're pregnant, you can do Kapal Bharati, do Bhastrika. And relax. Excellent. Next, we focus on the top section of your lung with Adi Mudra. Open your palm of your hand, put the thumb in the middle, and make a tight press. That sends the prana to the top section and your airway. So do the Bhastrika for 30 seconds. And relax. Now still keeping the Adi Mudra with the Kapal Bharati, focusing on the top section of your lung. And relax. You manage to expand the bottom section and the top section belong with the use of different mudra, chin mudra, and Adi mudra. Remember, for vagus nerve we did another exercise you used to do. Does somebody remember which one it is? Even when you're wagging your tongue, that itself activates your vagus nerve. They have to pass through the throat. So let's take a tongue out. And then you get tongue out and in. Then you take your tongue out and up slightly, that stretches your double chin here. And relax. And next is the Kichi Mudra. Because purpose of vagus nerve is to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. And Kichi Mudra does that automatically. Rolling your tongue back and touches the roof of the mouth, that's activate your master gland, pituitary gland, which release the parasympathetic nervous system through the vagus nerve. Just to remind you all the things we've been doing before. I didn't explain to you in detail. You can see they're all applying to activate release your parasympathetic nervous system through the vagus nerve. Very important. Now let's expand some lung, some exercise to expand the lung, what you've done so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and last. Next, your both hands there. You go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Next, your both hands there. You middle, when you come in, you breathe in. When you go right or left, you breathe out. You can find your own speed and do that. And relax. Next, be a tight fist. As you go up, you breathe in. Turn your hand right. Make a fist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, and relax. Now we go into the first pranayam of Swamiji Bhastrika, which gives you energy, the vitality, good for allergy, asthma, bronchitis, any respiratory disease. And one of the best benefits of Bhastrika is helps to control your emotion. Your anger, fear, anxiety, depression, they all calm down. What happens when you have the body and the mind, either there's two separate identity. Whenever they get frightened, either. What happens to your breath? Breath goes heavy and faster. So what Swami is teaching is by reversing the role, by slowing down your breath, you learn to control your mind and calm down your mind. So all your emotions, so your body converts from sympathetic nerve system to parasympathetic nerve system. That's what helps you to promote good health. Very important. So really, it's all about de-stressing. Stress is one of the biggest cause of ill health. Whatever method you can find to reduce your stress is the medicine you have to take daily. Very important. So let's sit in the Gyan Mudra. Eyes closed. And in Khichdi Mudra, the Metta makes the breath deeper, more chance of controlling your emotion. And meditate on the third eye or the governor vessel, stress point here. So if your mind wanders away, doesn't matter, bring it back to that point. Ultimately, you're able to control your mind better and keep it there for this next 5 minutes. So we managed to increase the lung capacity. You both hand up in the air, rub them together. And when you're doing your cupping your face with your warm hand, try to seal the whole eye. That will help to pull your eyes out and prevent some old age sinking of your eyes. So put rub your hand together and put it in there. It creates like a suction, and then slowly massage over your eye, all your sinus problem, back of your neck, and on the shoulder. Excellent, well done. Even breathing itself activates the vagus nerve. But to activate it further, you have to breathe in and breathe out twice the length of breathing in. Out. That activates even the vagus nerve even more. So, and also that's why this helps to through the vagus nerve. What did you do? release your anxiety. That's how we were talking about releasing anxiety, but you didn't know how it does it. That's how it does it. By activating the vagus nerve, it helps to release your anxiety. So all you do is you breathe in deeply and breathe out through your mouth, holding a straw, twice the length of breathing in. That itself will able to expand your lung and also release anxiety. So and that's what happens also. So when you anxiety, what do? You breathe in and you go, that itself activates the vagus nerve as well. So this is the whole purpose of kind of to activate the parasympathetic nerve system. Let's breathe in, holding a straw in your mouth, breathe out twice the length of breathing in, not forcefully, nice and gentle. And relax. That was one. Second is you breathe in deeply. If you have any kind of lung infection, this helps to remove any mucus lying, any fluid lying in your lung out of the system. So you do that in dog pose. You breathe in and cough loudly for 3 to 4 times. If you don't have a lung infection, you can do sitting down like this and doing it. That will activate all the sac. Most people only use 50% of the lung. The rest of the lung is lying idle, the sacs. So you have to, otherwise they're dying, you have to reopen them. This will be able to regenerate them or activate them. And third is it's able to clear any plaque deposit in your artery on a daily basis. So prevention of heart attack and stroke. So it plays a very important part. So if you don't have any lung, and also when if you do have lung infection, then you try to sleep on the stomach. Then at the back of the lung where the sacs are, there's no fluid there, so you can breathe properly. Prevention of any asthmatic attack and so on, infection. Let's sit in the, any mudra at all doesn't matter. Take a deep breath for 3 times. In kisi mudra. Now this time, when you breathe in deeply, you cough loudly for 3 to 4 times. And just bend down and stay down for 5 to 10 seconds. And relax. Cough. Again, breathing and cough for 3 to 4 times. Excellent. Well done. And then what's the next exercise? You'll work nitric oxide. Very important to kill because nitric oxide in nasal, because COVID-19, when it attacks you or goes into your system, it stays in nasal passage for a couple of days. So this is the best place to kill the virus or weaken the virus. And that's why making the sound of humming sound, you create a nitric oxide in your nasal passage, which have been proven for people with COPD, any lung infection, even COVID-19. It kills the virus. So whenever you go out, even if you've not been affected, when you come back home, do 5 times this Brahmari, a bumblebee sound, including your earlobe, focusing on nasal passage. That nitric oxide produced naturally, which is able to kill the virus or weaken the virus. So even if you go inside, your antibodies or your immune system, white blood cell can kill it off. So you don't have any symptom of COVID-19. Very important. Even for allergy, even for any kind of respiratory disease, it will help you. Also, nitric oxide helps with the COPD as well with the lung infection, kills the virus as well. So let's put your palm of your hand on the ear like this. Take a deep breath, focus your nasal passages for 5 times. Do like a bumblebee. Mm. Excellent. Well done. Whenever you go out, if you come back in, if you do this for 5 times, that will produce enough nitric oxide gas in the nasal passage to do the task of killing the virus if you have any kind of infection you brought from outside into your body through your nasal passage. Excellent. Well done. That's that done now. Next, we're going to do nitric oxide blowout. Nitric oxide in the blood vessel lies under the skin, under the blood vessel wall. It's not doing any good there. You have to release it in the circulation into the blood flow. So it's able to dilate the blood vessel and also able to clear any plaque deposit. No, not clear plaque, it's able to, because it makes your blood less sticky, so it doesn't stick to the surface forming a plaque. So things can flow freely. And also it helps to energy to oxygen to be absorbed to the blood cell to give you. So people who are doing aerobic exercise or doing physical activity, they get more oxygen change between the cell and the blood and gives you more energy, more vitality. That's the whole way. So let's all stand up. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20. And next is the dead man walk. And relax. Next is the star jump, but without moving like a dead body one. Hands there. As you go up and breathe in. 5, 6, 7, 8. 20. Let's keep standing still. I'll sit down so you can see my hand better. Put both hands there. As you go up and breathe in. and relax. Excellent. Now sit down. Just in the Gyan Mudra, for 30 seconds, just take a nice gentle breath just to relax the whole body. Take the advantage of nitric oxide which you have created in the blood vessel. This might be a good time to do a clapping exercise to improve the circulation. Twist your hand like this. Bend all the fingers, things like that, whatever you twist them. And then you rub them together, try to generate enough heat between the palm of your hand. So hard they can toast the bread. And then keep your finger apart, clap them down. And relax. Just by doing this, your nitric oxide you have created in your flow in the circulation has gone right down to the whole body and helps you to promote health by dilating your blood vessel and removing, not sticking to the wall of the blood vessel to forming plaque. Prevention is better than. Which two minerals are very good for your heart to prevent heart attack? Can somebody remember anything I've said over the week, couple of weeks, anything? Any idea? Which two minerals?
Magnesium and zinc.
First one is right, magnesium and calcium.
Okay.
What happens is calcium acts to contract the blood vessel, heart, and magnesium relaxes the muscle. So you both work together, they help to, that's why sometimes people with cardiovascular disease, doctor prescribes some magnesium supplement. If you can't have enough, lack of magnesium causes a lot of cardiovascular disease as well. That's my understanding of it. As I said to you, I'm not a medical person, but my research, that's what I showed. So that's why I try to eat a lot of magnesium food as well. A lot of sunflower seed, pumpkin seed, and all the butter beans, things like that, which contains magnesium. And calcium, obviously, you're taking vitamin D3, so you're able to absorb the calcium to do that as well. What's other mineral you have, what other two chemicals you have to take to make your prevention of plaque forming, and also strengthens your skeleton, your bone, preventing osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, and so on. Come on, somebody.
K2?
Omega-3? Omega-3?
No.
Is it
No.
K2?
K2 and D3.
D3.
I said to you, vitamin, you might say these two vitamins act like a Batman and Robin. They're good on their own, but even better together. When they work together, these vitamins are fat soluble. They help to metabolize calcium in your body by activating helpful protein. They break down calcium in your body from a heart, from an artery to the plaque, and take the calcium what's required to the skeleton, your bones and joint to make them stronger. So you don't get osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, and certain things, and prevention of plaque as well. And that's why, but really you have to take the right amount. I take 10,000 units of vitamin D3 and 100 microgram of K2 together. And K2, if you're vegetarian, you can't get to the food. You can get K1. K1 is in vegetable, but that's not good for what you're looking for. You need the K2, which is able to help you to do that. So vitamin K2 found in dairy, fermented food, and animal products. And really plays a very important part. Together, in the correct
Is
dosage. Sorry?
K2 and D3 taken daily? As far
Yeah, daily, yeah. That's what I'm taking daily myself.
vitamins, are they taken daily?
Obviously, check with the GP, but that's why I'm doing it myself. I didn't check with the GP, but I know it's helping me, benefiting me. What happens is, to get the correct dosage help the absorb, regulate the control of body effectiveness and efficiency of absorbing phosphorus and calcium, which provide density and the strength to your teeth and your bones and your skeletal muscles as well, bones as well. And it also helps to maintain optimal blood sugar level, aid in joint mobility, joint pain and things like that, help you there. And very important, they support your healthy heart and joint health. So really, K2, if you Google it, to prove the point, if you Google K2, mostly you can't buy K2 on its own. Usually you buy that through D3. So that's shows we on the right track. So really, I'm not a medical person, but definitely D3 and K2 together helps you to promote your health, heart health, and also your joint health. We're not really younger anymore. We can easily fracture, get osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, especially for female. After menopause, more chance of getting high blood pressure, osteoarthritis, and osteoporosis is a certain thing. Because of female, the body goes to body changes. So really, you have to take those things to supplement them. I thought I'd just keep reminding it. I'm sorry, sometimes I'm talking a lot as well, but they are important part of your how to promote health. Just doing yoga on its own is not good enough. You have to have the right quantity of right minerals as well in the body through the food or through the supplement to promote overall health. That makes sense? Hopefully you don't mind me talking about these things as well. Let's stretch your leg now. Do the exercise for the circulation. Let's move my camera. I think it doesn't work that way properly. I like myself a lot. And then move the toes back and forward. Swami is teaching everything is for prevention. Prevention is better than cure. That's his favorite phrase. We are good at doing things after the event. If you do it before, you won't get the problem. Even the NHS now realize they're spending more resources on prevention aspect of health through the nursing facilities and medical and all the infrastructure. And whenever this is the prevention of cramp, especially people with diabetes or neuro problem. Once you get cramp, all you have to do is put your toes towards you and lift your hand up. That itself will get rid of cramp. And then tap it. Then take a sip. And off with it. And next for the knee pain, you support the knee and palm of your hand like this. Take it up. Around the circle. Then do the reverse. Then we do cycling. And do the reverse. And do the opposite leg. Now the circle. And opposite. And then cycling. And reverse. And next, then this. Push up. Put it there. And do the reverse. And do the same thing in opposite leg. And do the reverse. And relax. Next, if you're sitting on the floor, do the butterfly. Otherwise, on this bench, you can do that. No problem. You can have all the benefits. Otherwise, sitting on the floor. Do that. Very good for starting a pain. And relax. Next, I'm going to talk about your body has just do the if you sit in the I'll talk afterward tonight. Doesn't matter. Let's do the now Kapalbhati. First, correct the posture by the both hands together. Put your both hands there across there. And relax. Next, take your both hands up in the air. Stretch it how you can. Focus on your spine. Kapalbhati for 30 seconds. And relax. Next, stretch your leg. Right leg over the left leg. Left hand comes across like that. Right hand goes behind your back, twisting yourself towards the right side. You're exercising every cell muscle on the organs on the left side of the body. And relax. Now do the opposite. Again, keep both legs straight. Left leg over the right leg. Right hand comes up like this. Or to pull across. Left hand goes behind your back. You're twisting yourself towards the left side. You're exercising everything on the right side, like your liver, gallbladder, and so on. And relax. Excellent. Next, do the Udan Mudra. Both fingers touching together. You can put it there. That sends the prana to your throat chakra. Also, this also activates the thyroid gland. Also activates the biggest nerve. So activates the parasympathetic nerve system. You also put your both hand there, and you're twisting and you do the Kapalabhati. And relax. Next, we do the Vayu Mudra. In this finger, basically the thumb. That releases any kind of gas in the stomach, prevents the joint pain and acidity in the body. And relax. Excellent. Take a couple of deep breaths. Once you're ready, stretch your leg. Do grinding. And front. Breathe out and then do the reverse. And relax. Now both leg apart, whether we're sitting in chair or the floor, and the side. Listen to your body. Don't go too far if you have back pain. Just listen to your body. Very careful. Seven, 8, and 10. Relax. Next, we're going to do का मक्खन निकालना है. The leg goes forward, the opposite hand goes forward. And relax. Excellent. Well done. Next, we're going to do onto the Pran Mudra, your little finger and the ring finger. That increases prana in your body, increases your immunity, and good for eyesight. Relax. Take a couple of deep breaths. The prana we have gathered, we're going to use that energy to detox to the apanmudra, your middle and the ring finger. That helps to throw out the toxin through your sweat, through the kidney function, your bowel movement, and breathing out. Also, get rid of any negative thoughts in your mind as well. Very important. And relax. Take your both hands up in there. Next, we're going to the Mandukasana. Obviously, if you don't have a knee pain, doing the Vajrasana, that's the best way to do it to get the maximum benefit. Otherwise, you're doing Sukhasana or sitting in the chair, no problem. Make a tight fist like this. As you breathe in, breathe out completely. Put the both hands either side of pancreas near the belly button, and holding your breath, you go down and look up. That puts extra pressure on your pancreas, and do Kapalbhati for 30 seconds. And slowly come back up within that. But doing for 30 seconds, 1 minute, or 2 minutes, that posture itself will produce more insulin, which will help you to balance your, it's not just the sugar level, also you're exercising your spleen, also exercising your liver as well. So it's like all the organs around your stomach, you're improving it. Also massaging your stomach as well. So it plays a very big part, but you have to do it a bit longer, like 1 to 2 minutes to get the maximum benefit of this, rather than just bending down. To do that once more for 30 seconds. And gently come back up. Next, we do massage the stomach. Exactly same as before. This time, we won't do Kapalbhati. You breathe in, breathe out with your left hand, right hand over your stomach. You go down, hold it for 5 to 10 seconds, and come back up. We do that for 2 times. And gently come back up. Once more. Excellent, well done. Next, we do the child pose, both on the front. Next, a lot of you are quite fit physically, so you can do the like a half moon shape, hold your fan like that, and bend your body like a half moon shape. Very good for your expanding your lung, your back problem, and activate overall all the nerve system. And relax. Once more. And relax. People are in Vajrasana, they're doing all this in Vajrasana posture. Next, you put your both hands on the heel of the Vajrasana, otherwise sitting in the chair or the bench or the Sukhasana, and bend, come on, push, bend your body like that. Your head comes out further than your body, like a camel. And relax. Excellent. Well done. Next, we go on to the Pranata. You've done the Pranata. Why you and Surya Mudra now. So let's take the ring finger, base of the thumb. Have you done the Pran Mudra? No. Sorry, I might have mixed up there.
Oh, no, we're doing Surya Mudra.
Surya Mudra dengan Nana, huh?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
yeah. Okay, ring finger. And the Kapal Bharati for. You can do this way, or you can do the Kaf Nastic Mudra, which is the little ring finger both together, which increases your pita and reduces your kapha. You can do this or the Surya Mudra. It's very good for liver as well. And relax. Last, not the least, people with kapha, people with low blood pressure do the ling mudra. Remember, people with low blood pressure, they can do the Kapal Bharati a bit faster. The speed need to be like to find your own pace, but slightly faster than the slow pace. That itself will help to balance your blood pressure back to normal. Otherwise, with high blood pressure, Apan Vayu Mudra and Apan Mudra both together. We're there. Let's do that for last 1 minute. And relax. Take your both hands up in there, rub them together. I'll show you another way. Every time we do the hand exercise, we do the neck exercise. That also activates the biggest nerve. So let's do it just now to focus your nasal needle. What you do, you put your chin down. As you go up, you breathe in. When you look up, next one is a very important one. You put your right hand over the neck like this, As you go down, you push it down this way as far as you can. And then with your eyesight, look up towards the sky. That itself activates the biggest nerve even further. And hold there for 10 seconds. Then gently come back up. Do the left and other right. And look up at the angle. That is self. That's one. Last time. And second one, and to really try to activate the biggest nerve will be to put this way, go down, look up, and use your hand there to twist like you're twisting like that to make even further impact. And do the same thing opposite side. And last one is when you do the cobra posture and you look behind your back. That itself also activates the biggest nerve. Very good for that. So now let's go on to before we do next exercise, let's do some physical exercise. You haven't done it for some time. Let's do just jogging, just to warm up, and then we take a class to finishing. Just keep doing it, keep jogging along, no problem. Then the whole line. Then both hand head. Then do the squat. Then for people with knee pain, go down, put hand there. And do the opposite. And then both legs apart. Far apart as you can, without falling over. Hand in the front, breathing in, and breathe out. Do it on pace, a bit faster. And relax. Both hands there, go down, keeping your back straight and launching it in front, breathing in. And you come back, you breathe out. Breathe in. Then both feet together, slightly apart, expand the lung. And relax. Next, you're going to stretch the side muscle and the front. And relax. Next, you cross touching your hand, your feet. And relax. Both feet together. Now we stretch the front and the back and the front. And back to P class. It's good. Back side, nice and gentle. Always listen to your body, nice and do it gently. That's one. A little bit faster, everyone. Two. Relax. Take a couple of deep breaths. Next, we do the star jump for 10 times. Listen to your body. If you can't do it, just do nice and gentle. And relax. Excellent. Next is Tarasan, both on the head. Both on the front. Breathing in there. Then both on the hip. And to the reverse. And then to the yogi dance. And then we clap. Just sit there now, relax. Take a couple of deep breaths, relax into posture to activate the parasympathetic nerve system, because by doing physical exercise, you activated the stress mode. Your cortisol has been released, which is stress hormone. So you have to calm that down. Meantime, somebody can tell me for the knee pain, what other thing you should do on daily life? People who have knee pain.
Should not drink water standing up.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Let me put the volume up. On you go. Tell me again.
You should
Walking
drink
back in
water
the garden,
standing up.
back way. Walking in the garden, back way.
Okay, that's nice.
On
And
the
What
right.
the-
And drink water sitting down.
That's it. Excellent. Because I remember I used to have a lot of knee pain because I had a knee problem for a long time. So when I was meeting Swamiji in Vancouver, then he told me, no, sit down. And then when I started doing it, my pain went away. So I know it works. So always, because in Western culture, we tend to do everything standing up. So really, when you're eating and drinking, you should sit down to drink water, so you don't get the Vayu dosa. And also walking bare feet in the grass, backward. If you walk backward, you release your pain in the morning, early morning, the best thing is. So let's go on to now Ujjayi, Klampit Road. With chin down, that helps to massage the thyroid gland for 10 seconds. And then through your right nostril, come up and breathe from left. And relax. Next is Anulom Vilom, alternative nostril breathing in Vayu Mudra or Sun Vayu Mudra. Left hand in Gyan Mudra, right hand in Sun Mudra, Vayu Mudra or Sun Vayu Mudra. That's the maximum benefit. साथी बना ले ओम को, मन में बसा ले ओम को। साथी बना ले ओम को, मन में बसा ले ओम को। दिल में क्यों बातें बोलो, ओम जपो मन ओम जपो, ओम जपो मन ओम जपो। लंबी कमर ओम जपो मन ओम जपो, ओम जपो मन ओम जपो। That's a nice version. Now let's take the class to the finishing. Take your glasses off. To the Brahmari with Geet and Pranav. Close your thumb to close your earlobe. Index finger on your forehead, covering your eyes. Take a deep breath and chant Bumblebee for 3 times. Now, sitting in the Gyan Mudra, we chant Om for 3 times. Still keeping eyes closed in Gyan Mudra. We do pranam. Silent deep breathing is like a part of a meditation. You need to get both hands up in there. Rub them together. Mute yourself. You can do the prayer now. Repeat after me. May all be happy.
Auntie Solange.
May all be healthy. May all enjoy prosperity. May none suffer. Om Shanti. Somebody want to do in Sanskrit? Anybody?
Bhavantu Sukhina.
Om
Sarve Sarve Bhadrani Prashantu.
Sarve
Bhagavate.
Thank you very much. For tonight, I'm looking for somebody to take the yoga class tonight for half an hour. Who wants to volunteer?
Auntie Solange.
Tonight, who wants to take the volunteer to take a class for half an hour? 7:30. Anything, your free hand, whatever you want to do.
That is better.
Whatever you learn, you want to show what you think is good for you. Anybody? Mohan bhai, you do it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it on about the food. Ahar.
Yeah, that's it. So tonight we'll talk about the food from expert Kausalya ji and the Mohan bhai. Done it together. I'm sure Mohan bhai information comes from the Kausalya ji. All the inspiration.
I'll try my best.
Because she's a lady of very good. She wrote a lot of books on as well. She's very clever as far as food is concerned. I know that. So I will look forward to listen to Mohan bhai about the food side of it. Thank you, Mohan bhai. And
It's 7:30, yeah?
Half
7:30.
7:30.
Yeah.
7:30 to 8 o'clock for half an hour. Look forward to seeing you all. Thank you very much. Everybody. Hold on. Let's roll like a lion. You haven't lion yet.
Yeah, they haven't done that.
And the best power exercise is the laughter. Thank you very much. Om, have a rest of the day. Tonight.
Thank you, Shamanji. Thank you.
Om everyone.
Om everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Om. Thank you.
Om.
Thank you.